Hello everyone, welcome to Think Like Toppers. Today let us see the daily news analysis of the Hindu. Myself Girish and let's get started. So the very first news is Emmanuel Macron, the French president, has accepted India's Prime Minister's invite for to be the guest of Republic Day on Jan 26th. So from the UPSC perspective, we need to look about the improvements which has happened in recent times between India and France. So there was a news between the historic deal which happened between Air India and the French airlines company for a historic aircraft deal of multi-billionaire amount, and India and France has been a strategic partners, and it was celebrated its 25th anniversary recently, and President Macron appeared in person for G20 summit which happened in India. And France is also a key strategic partner for the Indo Pacific peace policy, which is a proponent by India. And it has been a supporter of the permanent seat for India at the UNSC also. So these are the updates which are very important from the UPSC prelims point of view about this news. So moving on to the next news. So we had an incident in Karnataka where the Morarji Desai schools were reported to having practicing manual scavenging from the side of the students, where the teachers were forcefully making the students to clean the dry latrines by themselves. So the same kind of news has been again in surface within 10 days of such incident happened in Karnataka again. That too, this time it happened in Bengaluru, which is the IT capital of India. So from UPSC point of view, these news should be analyzed with regard to the articles of the constitutions like Article 17, which abolishes untouchability, by the constitutional provision itself. So another thing which needs to be kept in mind is the law which criminalizes these acts, that is the Prevention of Manual Scavenging Act. Prevention of Manual Scavenging Act 2013. So this law criminalizes any kind of manual scavenging practices in India. So despite this law, there are reporting of the manual scavenging incidents carrying out in India day by day. So as per the parliamentary report recently, there are registered 45 to 50,000 of manual scavengers in India, and these numbers informally can go beyond lakhs together. But the registered numbers authenticatively are around 45 to 50,000. So this kind of news are very important for the ethics point of view also from the GS paper 4. So there can be a case study given, and the question might be asked with regard to what kind of actions as an officers you can take in such situations. So that is very important from the GS paper 4 point of view. So again, once again, there is a news with regard to the hijab ban, which was in buzzing news recently, maybe a year or two ago in Karnataka. So recently, the Karnataka CM has opined that he could overturn the hijab ban. So this is a social issue. How would you read this article from the UPSC perspective? From the UPSC perspective, the question of secularism, the real meaning of secularism comes to the purview. So we all know, as aspirants, we all know that the Western secularism and the Indian secularism are very different. The Western secularism is extreme point of view. That means no religion is allowed in public places. Meaning any kind of religious exhibition, religious uh, things like a turban wear by a Sikh, or wearing of a cross by a Christian, or wearing of any kind of take for example hijab in public places are banned. Example, France is the best example for such kind of secularism. Whereas Indian secularism, which is very positive in nature, that means the state has no official religion. State has no official religion. Whether you are a Muslim or a Hindu or a Christian, anyone has the access to public places here. Anyone can become a prime minister, anyone can become a president, irrespective of their religion or caste or language, whatever they are. So with respect to Indian secularism accommodates various religions. Instead of segregating completely, Indian secularism accommodates various religions. That means, as per the constitution, Article 25 to Article 28, there is freedom of religion. Meaning, Article 25 allows us to practice any form of religion within the constitutional boundaries. That means, as a citizen of Indians, we are allowed to wear any kind of